All right, good evening, fifth graders. Tonight we're going to be subtracting positive and negative numbers. This is one of my favorite concepts that we're going to be learning in math this year. And the reason why, there's some tricks to remembering it, okay? We just got done working with adding positive and negative numbers. Now we're going to be subtracting them. And when we're subtracting them, there's a couple little tricks that I'm going to show you that are going to make it a lot easier. And I always enjoy doing that. First of all, a little bit of review. We have a positive 9 plus a negative 3. 9's bigger than 3, and my 9 is positive, right? So my answer is going to be positive. I'm going to take away 3 from 9 because it's negative. So the negative 3 is going to cross off 3 positives, which leaves me with a positive 6. This is review from yesterday, okay? Negative 32 plus a 17. I have one negative, one positive. My negative number 32 is bigger than a 17. I know negative 32 is smaller, obviously, than 17, but the bigger number here is negative. So my answer is going to be negative because I'm that far into the hole, okay? So I'm going to have to do 32 minus 17. To show my work a little bit here, I'm going to have to borrow. That's a 2, got a 5 here and a 1. So my answer is a negative 15. Negative 18 plus another negative 18. So I have a negative number plus another negative number, which means I'm going to have one big negative number. So 18 plus 18. 36. We have to make sure it's up. Negative 36. Here's the new stuff here today. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. This is the best guy I could find on my smart notebook. That's a guy who looks like a lumberjack with his little hatchet or axe. It's kind of fun. First of all, I'm going to show you some things here to the right. So we have negative, we have a 7 and a 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different problems here. Who would think that 7 minus 2 would be so complex, okay? This is what I want to show you. First of all, we have a 7. So I'm going to put my man on 7 on the number line, okay? I'm subtracting 2. That means I'm going to have him facing to the left. He's already facing the left, which is really helpful. And I'm going to go back 2. Let's keep this in mind, okay? I'm going back 2. I'm here, and I'm here. So that means my answer is 5. Does that make sense, everybody? 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay. Next problem. 7 plus 2. So I have my guy on the 7. I'm going to flip him because it's a positive number here. And I'm going to go up 2. 7 plus 2. We know is 9. Okay, nothing new here. This is basic math you probably learned in first grade or kindergarten. Next one, we have a negative 7. I'm going to put him all the way back at negative 7. I'm going to add 2. So that means if I'm adding, I'm looking to the right because the right is positive. Negative 7 plus 2 would get me to negative 5. We've been learning this year already. The positive 2 is going to take away 2 of the negatives, so I'm left with negative 5, okay? Here's the new stuff. Now I'm subtracting. Let's take a look here. I'm starting off at negative 7. See how we're at negative 7? But I'm subtracting, so I better be looking to the left. Okay? Negative 2. So my answer is negative 9. The next one, I have negative 7 plus a negative 2. So let's take a look here. I have negative 7. I'm going to be adding, so I'm going to look to the right. Okay. A negative 2. Because I have another negative here, I have to flip him back. Does that make sense, kids? This positive and then this negative switches my guy around, and then I have to go back 2 spots. You have to follow the symbols. So I'm at negative 9. Watch this next one. Watch all the flips involved with this next one. Okay. I have negative 7 minus, so I'm looking to the left, minus, so that means I have to go opposite of that. a negative 2. Or minus 2 spots puts me at negative 5. Now I move 2 spots to negative 5. Some of you are probably like, what just happened, Mr. Green? It's okay. I will tell you this, the last 2 problems get kind of confusing. This is where the trick comes in. Watch closely with my tricks. Everything we've been learning so far is how to add, right? If you look at these first 3 problems, we can do them very easily. The reason why we can do this first one very easily is because we're used to 7 minus a number. Basic math, right? The reason why the second one we can do easily is because we're basically adding. The reason why this third one's done easily is because we're just going a negative number plus a positive number and we're just canceling them out. This is where it gets tricky, these bottom 3 numbers. I'm going to show you something here. Watch this. I'm going to erase all of these so you can kind of see the trick. What if I told you that 7 minus 2, you were actually adding? Watch close. I want you to remember this concept. It's called leave, add, change. Out of this 11-minute video, 10-minute video, I want you to remember leave, add, change. Watch closely. 7 minus 2. I'm going to leave the first number. Leave it as a positive. I'm going to change this symbol to adding. And now I'm going to change this positive 2 to a negative. Leave, add, change. Watch closely. Positive 7 plus a negative 2 equals 5. 7 plus 2, you don't use leave, add, change because it's an addition problem. This equals 9. Negative 7 plus 2, you don't do leave, add, change because it's an addition problem. Negative 7 minus 2, you're going to use leave, add, change on this one. I'm going to leave the negative 7. Make this an addition problem. I'm going to change that to negative 2. Now watch. Negative 7 plus a negative 2 gives me negative 9. Look at this next one. It's already adding, so we don't have to do leave, add, change. Negative 7 plus negative 2 gives me negative 9. Look at this last one here. Negative 7 minus 2. If I change this to leave, add, change. Negative 7 plus 2. We're back at the beginning. We have a negative 5. Just keep that in mind. Leave, add, change. We're going to do some more practice with leave, add, change here, so don't get nervous. First problem right here, we have 4 positives, 1 negative. So it's going to look like this. 4 plus a negative 1. My answer would be a 3. If 4 negative counters are subtracted, so I'm going to go 3 minus 4. Let's take a look. Leave, add, change. Leave, add, change. I'm going to use a different color for it. I'm going to leave this, add, change. Now I'm adding positive 3 plus a negative 4. My answer is negative 1. Now, if I just looked at our simple math as we've always looked at it, you know that a smaller number, a bigger number cannot be taken from a smaller number, and you know the answer would be negative. I'm teaching you this leave, add, change method because it's simple, it's easy, and it's easy for you to remember. Let's look at the next one here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, positive 9, plus a negative 3. I'm already adding, so I don't have to do leave, add, change. My answer is a positive 6. If 6 counters are added to the container, what is the new balance? 6 plus 6, that's an easy one. We have 12. We don't have to do leave, add, change because it's already an adding problem. Next problem. We have 2 minus, or I should say adding a negative 2. Positive 2, negative 2, no leave, add, change because we're already adding. My answer is 0. If negative 3 counters are added to the container, what is the new balance? 0 plus negative 3. 0, but I'm going to add a negative 3, so it gives me negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Positive 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A negative 6. My answer is a positive 1. If negative, so I have a 1. If negative 6 counters are subtracted, so watch here. I'm going to subtract negative 6 counters. Some of you are wondering, how does this get done? The answer is a positive 7. This is the hardest thing for kids to understand. One thing to keep in mind, if you see two negatives by each other, they will always equal a positive. So watch closely. I'm going to do leave, add, change with blue. I'm going to leave the 1, leave, add, change. All you're doing is 1 plus 6 equals 7. Leave, add, change. Remember that, because when you come in tomorrow morning, I'm going to say, what is the 3 words I want you to remember from this lesson? It's going to be leave, add, change. Leave, add, change. Here's a couple problems. Let's go 5 minus 2. Negative 5 minus 2. Negative 5 minus minus 2. 5 minus minus 2. Take a look at the different problems here. Go ahead and press pause if you would like to try and solve it. It'd be excellent if you did that so you can kind of test yourself here at the end. Leave, add, change. My answer is a positive 3. Leave, add, change. Negative 5 plus negative 2 equals negative 7. Leave, add, change. Negative 5 plus a positive 2 gives me a negative 3. Leave, add, change gives me a positive 7. This might be a new concept for you, but I will tell you what, if you just remember those easy 3 words, this is going to be some basic math. It's going to be simple. And simple math is always fun math. All right. Good luck, kids. Sorry I got to the 12-minute mark. I look forward to working with you in class tomorrow.